Hi, welcome to the MacMost daily vlog. Eve's going to sit back there and I'm going to sit up here because I had like a burger with onions for lunch.
Onward, James!
So it's like, okay. Time machine. So I wanted to talk about time machine a bit because I've been using this a lot. So we've upgraded several of our machines now to Leopard. You're going to be upgrading today, right?
I was going to do it Monday, but I could do it the rest of today.
Do it today. Anyway, so the great thing about Time Machine is I'm really happy with it because it's a product I didn't think I'd use at all. I thought it would be like, just ignore that. It's not for us corporate users with lots of media. But in fact, Time Machine is like really cool because it makes me a better computer user.
It makes you a better person.
Yeah. So you hook it up. You have to dedicate a whole drive to it, which is like strike against it. I wish I could just say only take up like a folder that's like 50 gigs or something.
Why, I don't have another drive to dedicate.
So you need an entire drive to dedicate to it. I don't like that. But okay, so you dedicate a whole drive to it, and then basically it will just about every hour back you up. Now, typically on an hourly backup, you maybe only will have a few changes. What are we switching?
I don't know. My phone rang or
fire drill. Okay, so typically, like in a given hour, you might only have changed like 12 files, and maybe a little bit of mail and a calendar item or something.
You mean me or Eve?
Anybody.
Or Leo.
And then it'll just go and say ooh, and it just really quickly back those up, and you have this great running backup. So it makes me a better computer user, better worker because I'm backing up without having to actually manually go and say, oh, I'm going to back up. I have to, I have some time. Let me go now. It's just going to do it kind of automatically.
Okay.
And that's good.
Could you explain this with a baseball analogy?
No. I'm done with the baseball analogies for a few months.
Football analogy? You did say running back.
I don't know football analogies.
You said running back. Anyway.
So you have to dedicate a whole drive to doing it.
Which is probably good. I mean, it's not a huge minus against it.
Yeah.
But especially drives being so cheap now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so great. So it works okay, except there's a couple problems. First problem is if you have a MacBook or a MacBook Pro, the problem is that you're moving it around because I assume if you have one, you probably have it at work, then you have it at home, and so as a desktop machine, it's kind of always hooked up to this backup drive.
Yeah.
But with a laptop, that's not
laptop's not true.
Feasible necessarily.
But it's working okay now to get everything going. I come into work, I plug it in. If I remember, it usually takes me a couple hours to remember. Oh, I should plug this drive in. I plug it in, and then it does a few backups for me every hour. And then I leave work knowing I've got some sort of backup from the day, and I come in the next day and I do it. And if I really wanted to, I could probably have a drive at home and switch off. That's a little harder. That doesn't do that automatically.
Well, it is a little bit harder. You have one in your home office, and then you have to have one in the bathroom.
Well, the problem with, I think you have to say change drive, so it wouldn't be automatic. So probably just keeping one here at work is probably the way to go. The problem I had with it when I first started up was I said, back everything up. I got a big backup drive. Just back the whole thing up. System, applications, everything. And it was like, oh, okay, I got like 100 gigs to get through. Well, this was like 2 in the afternoon, and I leave at like 5 in the afternoon. Well, at 5 it was not done.
No.
I had to basically cancel it and take my laptop with me. So the way I got around this the next day is I started at 9 a.m. and I said, don't back up applications, don't back up system folder, just my documents. And it was like 50, 60 gigs worth of stuff. And it made it by the end of the day while I was working without bothering me too much. And then the next day I said, oh, by the way, also back up applications. So it was like, oh, another 10 gig. Yeah. And it got through that and everything. So I'll add something every day. Once I get going, this won't be a problem. Applications, it might change a little file here or there. In the library, might change a couple files, some preferences, that type of thing. The system folders only change with updates and things like that. So, and then here's what's worse is that during some of these large backups, I got some errors sometimes where it said, and all the message was error backing up a file, and that was it. And it was
what does that mean?
No explanation.
You don't know what file it is
for another hour, and then it tried again
for another hour,
and it got through that time. So I've had that happen several times. I don't think it's going to be a big deal once I'm all backed up and I'm just doing little incremental things, but it's kind of a pain. So there's some bugs in it, but it is version 1.0. It just came out. Hopefully they'll fix this. What I would really like to see is some customizable features. Right now you can customize folders not to back up. So you can say, don't back up this one that's got my music on it because I have backups to my music elsewhere.
Yeah.
What I would love to see is the ability to set backup times. Like I'd love to see it only
only back up in the middle of the night.
Only back up at night. Don't bother during the day. things like that. Maybe multiple drives. Basically, I have 2 drives so I can go home and work with it. And maybe a way to prioritize backup. Say, hey, documents are priority, applications are next. And a way to quit, like a backup in the middle, but still have partial backup. Anyway, so that's Time Machine. Good, but could be better.